So just jump aboard for a quick little while and just run through some of my recent pickups. So yeah, I've had a few pickups for this last 2 weeks, and I'm going to start off first with the Dan Mora knockout night fight number 4. Absolutely fantastic, and yeah, I'm really enjoying this this 4-issue parter that's linked into the DC knockout. So, and this is a real stands out from the rest of the DC knockouts because it's such a good 4-parter. But when you have Dan Mora doing the artwork and Joshua Williamson doing the writing, and yeah, it's really nice to see Trina Farrell, who is an Irish colourist, and I know her work especially from doing Batman Dark Patterns with Heyman Sherman and Dan Waters. So yeah, beautiful, great, absolutely beautiful comic. And I've said it before a few times that Dan Mora is one of the hardest working artists that we have at the moment, because he's a busy lad. So yeah, it's a great story and kind of a utopia for Batman, and just having to decide what choices to make when you're given everything that you've always wanted. So yeah, a beautiful comic. Excuse me. So I'm just going to keep talking. There's nobody on my channel watching yet. That's absolutely fine. I think I haven't allowed comments on my channel, and that's a lesson I learned from the last time I went live, where yeah, just some people were really mean, so I can't be doing with that. Next up that I got is Absolute Superman number 15, and this is the start of a new story. Oh no, last issue 15 was the start of a new arc, and I picked this up, and I haven't really been following Absolute Superman as much as I've been following, let's say, Absolute Batman and Wonder Woman, but I decided to give it another go, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. And yeah, this is tied into Absolute Evil, where, spoiler alert, Hawkman kind of kills Green Arrow. So it's just interesting, this uptake, to see just how they're going to develop this, because I think that we're going to get an Absolute Green Lantern eventually, coming up maybe during this year, and it'll be interesting just to see what the uptake of that is going to be. But yeah, this is so well done, beautiful artwork, and yeah, it's starting to kind of elevate itself a little bit to be able to join the ranks of Absolute Wonder Woman and Absolute Batman. Yeah, the artwork is pretty good. So that's by Aaron and Ferreira. I'm sure you're familiar with this anyway, but yeah, this is an absolutely great comic. And yeah, it has a kind of a ending with a really happy in life Lex Luthor, a very different Lex Luthor to what we would be used to. And yeah, it looks like everything's going to go pear-shaped next issue, because Brainiac is, yeah, well, Brainiac's ready for action. So Jason Aaron is the writer, Juan Ferreira is the artist and colorist, and Becca Carey is the letterer. So yeah, a very happy Lex Luthor. So maybe Brainiac's going to, I don't know, going to do something. But anyway, it's a beautiful artwork. I thoroughly really enjoying this Absolute Batman now with this new story arc. And as I said, interesting to see what they do with Hawkman, and if he is going to stay or be an antagonist in this universe or not. But after what he did in Absolute Evil, you can only presume. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? Look at the red, it's pretty cool. So there's that. If you just joining, I also looked at Dan Mora Night Fight number 4, and yeah, this is absolutely a fantastic 4-parter from the Knockout series, and Dan Mora again just delivering in all avenues. Beautiful artwork and a great story by Joshua Williamson, and as I said earlier, Irish colourist Trina Farron doing the colours, who you probably might know from her superb work in Hayden Sherman and Dan Waters' work on Batman Dark Patrons. So yeah, this story is superb. It introduces us to Damian Wayne's son, Bruce Wayne's grandson, and just the choices that Bruce has to do as does he stay in this utopia, or does he leave and go back to the DC knockout event, Darkseid, etc. Next up is my Bat Gadget variant of Batman number 6 by, of course, Harkey and Mays and Matt Fraction. And I've collected all of the Bat Gadget covers, and I think there's like 6 of them that I've collected. And I'm a stickler for picking up variant covers, especially if it's done by the interior artist. And it's just, look, the attention to detail in these Bat Gadget covers is brilliant. Batman's gloves and his emblem, etc. And yeah, another solid run. The aftermath of Damian Wayne calling Bruce Wayne his father, and Helenka being privy to that. So, and of course this is all leading up. Tim Drake, of course, exits during this issue, but it's all leading up to a confrontation, I think, with the Joker. And yeah, just Harkey and Mays just doing absolutely superb work on this comic run, and of course Matt Fraction giving it a lot of just delivery. So yeah, there he is. I see Harkey and Mays is doing a tour of Spain. He's going to different towns and cities to sign, to do some appearances and signings. So yeah. You see the artists, today's artists especially, like going to Comic Cons in America, like Nick Dracala, Dan Mora, etc. But the chances of them coming to Ireland is probably very slim. But wouldn't it be great? Wouldn't it be just fantastic to be able to meet these artists? Look at that. Isn't that just, look, there's just an example here. Batman Long Night, silhouette there. And yeah, we're on and there, Helenka, of course, and a patient of hers who is heavily invested in her relationship with Bruce Wayne. So it's going to be interesting to see where this is going to go and how the Joker is going to appear. So yeah, absolutely fantastic. And of course it wouldn't be my channel with a couple of old school pickups, and what have I got but hey, Frank Miller's Daredevil number 188. There's the Black Widow. I don't have Frank Miller's complete run of Daredevil, but I'm slowly building up and buying copies here and there. And eventually, hopefully, I will have a collection by Frank Miller for Daredevil. So I picked up 188, and I also picked up 189. Just like Frank Miller. I know Frank Miller gets a lot of slack at the moment with his covers and work at the moment. And people saying like, it's not on par to what it was during the, what year are we at? 1982. During the early 80s, but yeah, he's done his work, he's done his time, and it's just, I have the omnibus for this, for Daredevil's, Frank Miller's Daredevil, the hardback omnibus, but I think it's a collection I would like to eventually get more of. What else do I have? Yeah, I have. I'm just going to check here to make sure. It's Mike Del Mondo, and it's the variant for Knockout number 4. And it's just, this cover is absolutely beautiful. And this is the absolute trinity here: Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. And yeah, I would be just thought it was interesting just to pick up this variant cover because it's the absolutes. So I thought that would be pretty cool to get. And yeah, so it's what, round 4 fight. And look, if you're probably picked this up, you're probably having a look at it. It's absolutely a superb fun run. Chapter 4, Trial by Absolute. And this just kind of delves more into the whole dark side, the absolute world, and just the influence the dark side has on the absolute world and the mainstream world. And the ending is a little bit of a, I'm not going to give it away, but the ending is a little bit of yeah, who gets through at the end. What I could tell you, but I don't want to give it away. So, but a beautiful cover, and definitely a cover that I would have bought, especially for the absolute world, or the absolute comic world. So let me just see, anybody else coming to watch? Anybody else? Let me check and see. Yeah. Hey, whoever you are watching, just want to say thank you. And yeah, I'm just looking through some recent pickups that I have. And yeah, this is probably going to go down as one of the top comics for 2026. And it's absolute Wonder Woman Annual #1. And this is the cover by Hayden Sherman. And it's a wraparound cover. Absolutely beautiful. Superb. Just, and like, this one is absolutely, you've got Kelly Thompson on top of her game writing for Wonder Woman, and you've got Matteo De Lewis, who is the artist. Look at that cover, and the interior art is absolutely stellar. Just everything. Kelly Thompson's writing is just, I don't know. I think we know who Diana is at this stage, and just all the virtues and that make her what she is. And it's funny because she's trying to grab the attention in this issue of Athena, the goddess of wisdom and war, and she wants her to intercede to do justice for Medusa. So it's kind of veering off in the mythology that maybe we might be familiar with, but mythology, like everything, is written by the winners, and sometimes we might not be given the full story. So Athena's had enough of it, and she's like, oh, enough of this, and she grants an audience, Diana, an audience with her. Cursing and Cursed is the name of this particular chapter, and I just think it's just the artwork. The artwork by De Lewis is absolutely fantastic. Colours, everything, just absolutely beautiful. Who is the colourist today? Let me just go back and check. The colourist is, no, it's not giving me the colorist, which is interesting. Maybe it's Matteo De Lewis. Maybe Matteo is the colorist. Beautiful. Will you see this? Will I show you this? Look at this. There's Athena. Come on, look at that. Huh? And this is absolute Wonder Woman. And Hayden Sherman is the regular artist. They are superb. But here you've got, like, are you telling me that this is a guest artist coming on to do this annual, and this is what they're given? Oh my God, fantastic! Thoroughly enjoyed the story. Absolutely enjoyed it. There's not much battling going on, but it's really just goes to show Wonder Woman's, absolute Wonder Woman's strength and determination and her compassion. Beautiful artwork is just superb. And let's see, just going to see, give you a look at there's Medusa. So yeah, if you are a comic reader and if you're able to get your hands on this particular Absolute Wonder Woman annual #1, I highly recommend it. For right now, it's probably the best comic that's been released in 2026, and yeah, at the end of the year this will go down, I think, as a top tier comic for the Absolute line. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that artwork, it's just superb. This is a Heyman Sherman cover, and the art interior by Lewis is superb. What else do I have? I picked up, hey, you know, I'm always a stickler for Space Ghost, and it's one of the new releases that I've been constantly picking up for the last, I think, 2 years. And this is David Pepose and Jonathan Liu. And of course, this is the Francesco Mattina cover. And yeah, I keep on thinking every time I pick up an issue, I hope there's no AI in this, but maybe Francesco has stopped using AI, or, you know, but yeah. And this is a fun run, and I think it's one of those comic runs that deserves more recognition, but just maybe just isn't get it because it's like Space Ghost, and Space Ghost is such a pulpy character, but David Pepose does fantastic work in writing about him, and I just really enjoying it. And Jonathan Liu is giving us just superb artist. And I've been collecting this since I think about 1.5 years or 2 years ago, when it was Space Ghost was re-released. And yeah, great storyline. And as I said before, just excellent artwork. There you can see, look. Sometimes it's difficult to get your hands on copies of it. Some of the local comic shops might stock it, and then others might not. But so far, I've been able to be consistently been able to pick it up. So I highly recommend. And of course, here's Space Ghost debuting his blue costume, his blue suit there that yeah, he rigged together. So that's a lot of fun. This is published by Dynamite, and yeah, fun run. What else did I pick up? I picked up 2 reprints of Absolute Batman, and this is a reprint. I think it's the second print for Batman number 14, and it's the Jared Perel cover. And I'm collecting Absolute Batman, like I suppose like everybody else, and picking up copies of variants that I like, variants that I like the artwork, and I just thought that Jared Perel had done such a great job, and I definitely picked this up. And of course, this is the Nick Tricata and Scott Snyder's, at this stage, infamous Being storyline. And I have the first print, but yeah, it's Abomination, and this is the conclusion to that. So I'm really enjoying Absolute Batman, like everyone. And yeah, now wait till you see what else I picked up. I picked up number 15, and this is the second reprint of issue 15, and this is the Joker. And the cover is by Gabriel Dell'Otto. And Gabriel Dell'Otto has done a number of covers of variants for Absolute Batman. I think for number 3, number 3, some of the early variants have been by Dell'Otto. And I think Dell'Otto is like a Renaissance painter, so the attention and detail that he has, and I have a copy of those, I have those variants in my collection, but the artwork alone, just for this, look, the Joker and Batman, I definitely had to pick this one up. this is just the second print, as I said before, to the Joker. And I thoroughly enjoyed this. Scott Snyder is the artist, and of course Jock is doing the interior artwork for this particular issue. But I think this is probably one of this issue of Absolute Batman is probably one of the most highly printed and published and collected, I would say, in the run. So yeah, there's that. And then I got this copy of Superman, and this is, just show you the interior cover. So yeah, that is the all-in, and it's, yeah, I enjoyed this actually. The writer is Joshua Williamson again. Eddie Barrows and Ibra Ferreira are the artists, and yeah, I enjoyed this. I'd be picking up this run by Superman, and the cover is by Ariel Ovetti, who, yeah, superb artist, absolutely superb. And there's covers of Ariel Ovetti, I think, coming up in the Absolute Batman run, and look, you probably know who this is anyway. So, and this is like a really fantastic run here on Superman. Yeah. So there is that, and so these are my recent pickups. I'll just quickly go over them again, and yeah, I've got the Night Fight, the Knockout, Dan Mora, #4. Great comic, definitely pick it up. Absolute Superman #16, excellent, thoroughly enjoying it, and they're doing a great job. Next up, Harkey Amaze, Matt Fraction's Batman #6, Bat Gadget variant cover, and it's a lot of fun, a lot of love and work going into this, and picking up my old school runs of Frank Miller's Daredevil #188, and I also managed to pick up 189, and then I have Knockout #4 with the Monroe variant cover, and it's the Absolutes, Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. So yeah, I'm a stickler for these Absolute variant covers, so nice to have. Space Ghost #8, thoroughly enjoyed it. Great run. David Pepose, Jonathan Liu. Doesn't get the recognition it deserves. It's pretty good. Second reprint of Absolute Batman, and it's the Abomination Conclusion, the Bane storyline, and Jared Perel variant cover that, yeah, as I said, I'm picking up and thoroughly enjoying. And then I picked up the second printing for Absolute Batman #15, which is the Joker, and I picked it up mainly for the Gabriel Dell'Otto cover, which I'm thoroughly enjoying. And yeah, what else? Two more, just Ariel Ovetti's variant cover for Superman #34, which I think is pretty cool. I picked that up. And then probably the comic of 2026 so far is the Absolute Wonder Woman Annual #1, and my wraparound cover by Hayden Sherman, superb, absolutely fantastic. Kelly Thompson on top of her game, and Matteo De Luis doing the artwork, and my goodness, it's absolutely fantastic. Just colours alone, colouring, the art, absolutely superb. So there you have it, folks. Thanks for watching, and I'm going to sign off now. And as I said before, I had to disable my comments on my channel because there were people coming on board who were particularly mean and nasty, and I'm too old for it. enjoy sharing my comics, and I want people to feel comfortable when they come to my channel and to be able to enjoy the content that I create. And but I really appreciate people taking the time to come on board. And once again, thanks for watching, and I hope you all have a great day. Take care. Bye.